Lost Civilizations Buried in the Shadows of History. Chapter 1. Traces that do not belong to this era. On this vast Earth, humanity has always believed itself to be the ultimate peak of civilization. We build towering cities, send spacecraft beyond the solar system, create artificial intelligence, and slowly reach technologies that centuries ago would have been considered magic. Yet even in this modern age, one question remains unanswered. Before us, was there someone else? Not merely primitive tribes, not just scattered ancient communities, but true civilizations, empires that once ruled the earth, societies possessing knowledge far beyond what should have existed in their time. And then, they vanished. For centuries, mainstream archaeology has attempted to construct a logical timeline of human development. According to that narrative, humanity evolved from hunter-gatherers to agriculture, then formed cities and eventually science. But the deeper we dig into the earth, the more cracks appear in that timeline. There are structures that modern engineers still cannot explain. There are ancient maps depicting lands humanity supposedly should not have known. There are myths from completely different continents all telling the same story of floods, burning skies, collapsing lands, and cities swallowed by the sea. All of it feels like fragments of a forgotten global memory. In 1968, during an underwater survey near the Bahamas, researchers discovered a strange formation beneath the ocean. Massive stone blocks stretched in an almost perfectly straight line for hundreds of meters, now known as the Bimini Road. What made the discovery controversial was how unnaturally organized the stones appeared. Some geologists argued they were simply fractured limestone. Others believed they were remnants of an ancient structure lost beneath the ocean. The timing made the mystery even stranger. Geological analysis suggested the region may once have been above water more than 10,000 years ago. Around the same period, many legends claim Atlantis disappeared. Coincidence? Or evidence of something humanity has forgotten? Not long after, archaeologists uncovered Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a monumental stone complex over 11,000 years old. The discovery shook human history. According to conventional timelines, humans of that era were still small hunter-gatherer groups. So who built those massive pillars? Who organized the transportation of stones weighing dozens of tons? And why was the entire site deliberately buried? Some researchers believe Göbekli Tepe was not the beginning of civilization, but the final memory of one that came before. Chapter 2. Hyperborea, the land of the eternal sun. Ancient Greek scholars spoke of a mysterious kingdom in the far north, a place called Hyperborea. According to legend, it was a land where the sun never fully set for months at a time. Paradise without war, without disease, a civilization where humans lived for centuries in harmony with nature. Today, many dismiss it as mythology, yet numerous ancient writers described it. Herodotus, Pindar, Pliny the Elder, even medieval esoteric manuscripts, all referred to a powerful northern civilization. What makes the story unsettling is that ancient climate data suggests parts of the Arctic were once far warmer than today. Ice core samples from Greenland indicate forests may once have existed near the poles. Was Hyperborea merely a distant cultural memory of a warmer Earth? Or was it real? Some theories claim a catastrophic shift altered Earth's axis. Regions once fertile froze rapidly. Entire civilizations disappeared beneath snow and ice. Survivors fled south, carrying fragments of lost knowledge. And if that happened, could Hyperborea have become the hidden ancestor of later civilizations? Chapter 3. Atlantis, the empire beneath the sea. No lost civilization is more famous than Atlantis. Its name has become synonymous with forgotten worlds. According to Plato, Atlantis was a mighty empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, a civilization of advanced architecture, massive fleets, perfectly designed concentric cities. Then, in a single day and night, Atlantis vanished beneath the ocean. For centuries, scholars dismissed the story as allegory, until strange discoveries began appearing. In 2001, underwater researchers near Cuba recorded geometric formations hundreds of meters below the surface. Sonar images resembled pyramids and streets. If the structures are artificial, they would have sunk long before recorded history. Some researchers believe the end of the Ice Age triggered rapid sea level rise, destroying coastal civilizations worldwide. That may explain why nearly every ancient culture preserves flood myths. From Noah, to Gilgamesh, to the Maya, to Chinese legends of the Great Flood. Perhaps all of them describe the same forgotten catastrophe. Chapter 4. The Timekeepers of the Maya. Deep within the jungles of Central America, the Maya built one of the most astonishing civilizations in human history. What made them extraordinary was not warfare, but time itself. The Maya were obsessed with cosmic cycles. They created incredibly accurate calendars, tracked Venus with near-modern precision, and built pyramids functioning as astronomical instruments. At Chichen Itza, during the equinoxes, sunlight forms the illusion of a serpent descending the staircase. The precision is so extraordinary that modern scientists still marvel at it. Yet, the Maya civilization mysteriously declined. Cities were abandoned, temples consumed by jungle, populations vanished. No definitive explanation exists. Some blame drought, others point to war, and some believe the Maya foresaw a coming disaster. In many inscriptions, they spoke of repeating cycles of destruction. Civilizations rise, civilizations fall, and the world begins again. Chapter 5. The Sunken City of Yonaguni. In 1986, diver Kahachiro Aratake discovered strange underwater formations near Yonaguni Island, Japan. Beneath the sea were giant stone terraces, perfect right angles, massive staircases. Almost immediately, scientists split into opposing camps. One side argued the formations were natural geology. The other believed they were remnants of a lost civilization. If Yonaguni once stood above sea level before flooding, its origins could date back more than 10,000 years, far older than many accepted civilizations. The terrifying possibility is not whether such civilizations existed, but how much of human history may already be lost. Chapter 6. Agartha, the Kingdom Beneath the Earth. Across countless ancient cultures, stories speak of worlds hidden beneath the ground. In Tibet, India, South America, even Norse mythology, descriptions are strangely similar. A vast underground realm, with its own light, its own cities, its own advanced civilization. The most famous name for this hidden world is Agartha. According to esoteric traditions, Agartha connects to the surface through secret entrances hidden in the Himalayas, Antarctica, and the polar regions. Many dismiss the idea as fantasy, yet Nazi Germany reportedly launched expeditions into Tibet searching for ancient secrets. What exactly were they looking for? Some declassified materials suggest an obsession with hidden civilizations and ancient technology. Chapter 7. Antarctica, the Frozen Gate. If there is one place on Earth that inspires both fascination and fear, it is Antarctica, a continent buried beneath kilometers of ice, nearly uninhabited, and still largely unexplored. Strangely, Antarctica appears on several ancient maps centuries before official discovery. The Piri Reis map of 1513 allegedly depicts parts of Antarctica without ice. How could cartographers have known that, unless they copied from much older sources? In 1947, Operation High Jump sent over 4,000 American military personnel to Antarctica, an unusually massive mission for such an isolated region. After returning, Admiral Richard Byrd made a cryptic statement suggesting humanity could someday face aircraft capable of traveling from pole to pole at impossible speeds. The statement fueled endless speculation. Some believe hidden bases exist beneath Antarctic ice. Others suspect remnants of an ancient civilization, and some even speculate about non-human technology. The truth remains unknown. Chapter 8. Humanity's Cycle of Collapse. The most disturbing pattern among all lost civilizations is not their technology, but how they ended. Floods, earthquakes, fire from the sky, ice ages, rising oceans. Many researchers now wonder whether human history is not linear at all, but cyclical. Civilizations rise, reach extraordinary heights, then collapse, and humanity begins again. If that is true, our civilization may not be exempt. Today, the climate changes rapidly. Ice melts. Extreme disasters grow more common. Humanity possesses the most advanced technology in history, yet also the greatest ability to destroy itself. Perhaps the most terrifying possibility is not that ancient civilizations once existed, but that they believed exactly what we believe now, that their world would last forever. Chapter 9. The Keeper of the Stone Library. In an obscure Peruvian account from the early 20th century, a man living near the Andes claimed to guard an ancient memory. Deep within the mountains, he said, existed a library made entirely of stone. Each carved slab contained symbols from no known language. According to him, the stones told stories of ages before recorded humanity. An age when oceans covered the continents. An age when the skies burned red. An age when the stars themselves appeared different. No one ever verified his claims. Yet many ancient cultures independently describe changes in the heavens. Was Earth once subjected to catastrophic astronomical events? Or are these merely myths? Chapter 10. Signals from the Abyss. In 1997, NOAA hydrophones detected a mysterious sound deep within the South Pacific. It became known as the bloop. Extremely loud, low frequency, originating from an unexplored region of ocean. To this day, the source remains debated. Some scientists blame shifting ice. Others believe the oceans still hide unknown forms of life, or perhaps forgotten ruins. More than 70% of Earth is covered by water. Yet humanity has explored only a fraction of it. Perhaps beneath the oceans, there is more than biology. Perhaps there is history. Chapter 11. The Final Question. The deeper humanity investigates lost civilizations, the harder one question becomes to ignore. If these civilizations truly existed, why does official history barely mention them? Partly because evidence remains incomplete. Partly because time destroys nearly everything. But perhaps there is another reason. Human history may be far more complicated than we want to believe. Human beings crave certainty. We want to believe we understand the world, our origins, our future, but perhaps the greatest truth is the opposite. We understand very little. Beneath deserts, under oceans, below Antarctic ice, or hidden deep inside forgotten mountains, answers may still be waiting, and perhaps one day, when humanity finally opens the last hidden door, we will discover that modern civilization is not the beginning of history, but merely the latest chapter in a story that has repeated itself many times before. And if that is true, the most terrifying question will no longer be, how did they disappear? But instead, are we already walking the same path toward collapse?